And here we will continue our discussion on the digital marketing trends. And here I would like to propose that we look at V Digital, which is an organization, their digital marketing agency. And one of the things we do every year, we publish digital marketing trends and provide good, valuable content in general. What I really liked about this is that they classified the trends into 4 different categories. And also, what I don't like about our trends, they kind of seem to be coming up with random trends. Okay, they might be relevant to you, they might not be relevant. You may not understand which kind of bigger picture they refer to. So I like the idea of categories. You can think of your own categories, but it gives you more focus and also allows you not to miss out some of the information. So they have identified 4 categories, and the first one is the latest online search trends. So they all the trends related to the online search, how people search, what we find valuable, and so forth. The other category would be social media trends. The third one, design trends, and the fourth one, ongoing internet trends. Okay, maybe that fourth one was less clear, but you had to have a category where you put the rest that you didn't include perhaps in the first few. Anyway, so let's start discussion with the latest, with the basically latest trends in online search. So one of them, artificial intelligence, we already spoke about this, and there are numerous examples of AI-driven marketing strategies in 2023. And ChatGPT is really another widely recognized AI tool that offers advanced text-based solutions in order to generate written content. It's also capable of crafting jokes and developing short movie scenarios. And this is what is making it significant and remarkable resource that can really shake your marketing approach. The other tool is called data collection. So they say that the digital say businesses are expected to be more proactive in terms of how they collect the data based on different practices. Forms would be one way to collect the data. Even the most basic forms can gather valuable information. But there are so many tools you can use, like CRM from HubSpot and all of that, to collect customer data. But it helps with the sales and so forth. So this is important. The third trend will be Google verified listings for local SEO. So it's very relevant to businesses who operate on a more local level, such as a plumbing company, veterinary clinic, maybe organic food shop and so forth, or massage and stuff. So they provide valuable information and helps establish your geographic location. If you enter this on your local SEO, when people are searching for, say, restaurant near me, that will pop up on their Google search. So that's also important. And they will also be able to see the reviews. So the reviews we will see on Google in particular, if you kind of registered with local SEO, you will, it will be useful for people as well. So I mentioned the word register, so I meant actually verify with Google, and there are several really benefits of that. So your business information may pop up in search, in maps, in other Google properties. Verified businesses are usually considered to be more trustworthy and more reputable than unverified competitors, if you like. And when you verify a business, you are actually preventing fraud in case someone tries to act as the owner of your company. Now, the other one is voice search. So they say that voice activated assistants continue to be huge successes and very important tools. And they say, let's just be realistic. Some people talk to Alexa, Siri, or Cortana more than probably they speak to family members. So the popularity of voice search, both at home and on the phones, has really increased significantly and is making it important marketing strategy. But what is important to think about is what we say when we search by voice and what we write when we search might be different. We phrase it differently. For example, if someone is looking for the nearest restaurant, they might type the best Chinese restaurant on Google, but they may ask Alexa, where is the closest Chinese restaurant? So when writing content, you need to choose keywords based on the questions people may ask. Visual search is another trend that is gaining more momentum. Users can now upload an image or get information about an item just from a picture. So if you walk around, walk somewhere on the streets and you see that girl wearing a really beautiful handbag, you can just snap a picture and put it on Google and find where it is from. So this is another important strategy. The digital also shares some interesting stats, such as 90% of information transmitted to the human brain is actually visual. So that's how visualization, how important visual aspect is. The other strategy will be online reviews that people are actually using. So they say online reviews can make or break your business ability to attract customers. And they say the most useful review for a business would be the one received through Google Business, because they're most trusted sources, they're most visible, and your Google Business listing lets people call like immediately, say on the website. Meta is also another excellent source for reviews. Also, it depends how many reviews you have and so forth. Number 7, automated and smart bidding on Google Ads. So they say in order to get the best possible results from Google Ads campaign, you need to analyze every piece of data and continuously make some changes. So, but it's very exhausting and requires a lot of energy. A business owner trying to run a campaign may become completely overwhelmed. So therefore, it's important to use some automated bidding strategies. They have been around since 2016, but not everyone knows about it. Not many businesses are aware. However, that's something that can help in the process. And other tools we can use, the other category we should look at will be social media marketing trends. So talking about the social media trends, there are quite a few aspects that are important to discuss, and you can see they have identified quite a few. Number 1, interactive content. So adding interactive sections is a great way to provide more value. There are some examples such as calculators, polls and surveys, assessments, contents, and so forth. So kind of like engages with people more. You have another category, shoppable posts. For example, in particular, if you have e-commerce business where you sell online, so you just want people to make it easy for people to do a business with you. Also, like if you can link your shop in your bio, or linking to a specific product in your Instagram stories is also great. So people can just like click on the link and that's it. They will click on the link, they will see the name, they will see the price, and they can also be directed straight to buying that particular product. You have social media messaging apps. So the digital say that every month there are 1.3 billion active users on Meta Messenger or Facebook Messenger, and around 10 billion messages are sent between people and businesses using this specific app. So people like the convenience of shopping and getting the service at home, but they kind of really want like quick service and quick engagement, quick interaction in case we have any problems and so forth. So therefore WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat will offer businesses a relatively cheap or cost-effective way to provide more direct access to the customers. You have social media stories. They are easy to use and are really interesting way to feature products, events, and even some other experiences. If you consider that, as they say, 1/3 of Instagram stories with the highest amount of views come from businesses, actually, it's hard to really like ignore this fact. And there are some easy ideas for adding value. They suggest search for customer content your business is tagged in and repost it on your stories. You can upload live stream video. You can utilize polls, Q&As, quizzes, or maybe create some animations. You have social media contests to engage your audience. You can think about, as they give an example, t-shirt cannon on a baseball game. The mascot runs around the field, getting the crowd pumped up for a free t-shirt. And they say it actually works because as everyone is on the feet and waiting kind of for the prize. So people are excited. It brings like emotional excitement and all of that. Employee engagement. So they say if you have employees that are really dedicated, passionate and engaged, it's very important that you kind of like voice them up and get them talking on the social media, because they can really create a lot of buzz and attract people. So employee engagement really builds your online community. You have influencer marketing. We also have spoken a little bit about this, but it actually proved to be effective and it's not really going anywhere. More and more businesses are utilizing this route. There are some ethical issues around influencers, whether they always show that they promote particular company or particular product or a cause, but nonetheless, this is a very important strategy. And they say Instagram is still the number one influencer marketing platform, with TikTok coming a second close. And they explain actually that influencers would be like people that are being trusted in specific fields, such as maybe professional athletes, maybe they are nutritionists, maybe they are chefs like we're cooking, maybe they are dog trainers, and so forth. And they connect with people, bring up communities, because people are actually trusting what those influencers are saying. You don't have to go for huge or very famous influencers. These can be local, some local kind of like people who have a knowledge in a particular area. And conversational marketing, they say something like "to whom it may concern" is really like outdated now. Hey is more popular phrase. If you want to attract customers, you really need to talk in a normal language. Now we talk about another category, the latest design trends. So color theory redux, they say vivid colors and gradients are important. And the color for 2023 is actually digital lavender. So having this a little bit of a purple, because it's like a soothing appeal or online appeal, and expected to define like seasons, for example, like summer season. It's also eye-catching. The other area is gamification. It's emerging digital marketing trend that would incorporate features that you will find in games and into the website. So this is kind of like simple explanation, but all the things that make game engaging or addictive are now becoming used as marketing strategy. If you think of a gamification in pre-digital age like McDonald's, they say Monopoly game. You buy certain products, collect game pieces, and win prizes. And they also find that 80% of smartphone users use their phones to play mobile games. In that way, they kind of like already kind of gaming is second nature to them, isn't it? You can consider examples such as spin the wheel, log into the site 10 days in a row and get a prize, and so forth. You have another category called visual experiences with AR and VR. So they say video content allows brands to connect with customers on an emotional level. And this brings us really to the next level, visual. This word refers to deep inward feelings and real kind of like significant advancements in the technology that allow you to create more virtual and augmented reality experiences. Today's businesses are really utilizing those technologies with access to VR and AR. They're now offering tours of facilities, taking users through creative products and creative interactive 3D models. And this becomes more accessible. Even smaller businesses can now get the foot in that as well. And AR is being used by major companies like Amazon, IKEA. For example, using IKEA's app, you can see what piece of furniture would look like in the space before if you put in that particular space before you buy it. You can do the same thing on Amazon as well. The other strategy is video marketing. So video actually is a very important one, and it gives a lot of benefits. Customers respond well to videos in general. They kind of like bored of reading. They want to consume it for videos. Increased engagement and easy to put together, and it's kind of quite cost effective. They also say that it offers one of the highest conversion rates actually in comparison with other marketing techniques and strategies. But video also as a bigger field is emerging, and there are some particular trends. For example, live videos on Meta Live and Instagram Live keeps people watching 3 times longer than standard video, because people are like having this fear of missing out. Personalized video advertising is being integrated into emails, and product videos make customers feel more confident in knowing what they are buying. the final category, you have the latest ongoing internet marketing trends. So content marketing is really a big one. And there will be different separate video recordings because this is really the area to talk about. So content marketing really, the main idea for content marketing is that you give relevant and valuable content to your audiences to consume. Not something necessarily like that is focused on promoting the product. Kind of the idea is that when you give something valuable to customers and you give it for free, they will reward you by having a business with you. And there are lots of different ways to give content: how-tos, case studies, charts, books, tool reviews, frequently asked questions, webinars, guides, interviews, lists, mind maps, research papers, different resources, templates, and so forth. So there's a whole list of things. Page speed. They say that a slow loading page is actually the most important reason why users leave a website within a minute of landing on the page. Even a second or two of a delay may affect negatively customer experience or their conversion. However, the idea is that you can speed up your page load times pretty easily. You have to optimize images and make sure you don't have any image files that are very large. And then you can reduce the number of internet redirects, specifically redirect chains that go through several redirects before landing on the correct link or URL link. So basically there are particular strategies that you can use. The first point would be identifying the problem and then doing something about it, right? And finally, you have user-generated content. So when it's kind of like appropriately moderated, this can be a very effective tool and good boost for SEO. It doesn't have to be quite complicated. It can be very simple. Content generated by users. Converse do quite a bit, Microsoft. And the benefits are really like you get content updates. So Google loves when you get like new reviews, content length. Typically longer content can improve search engine rankings because the assumption is that these are comprehensive and more true reviews. Content uniqueness as well. Duplicate content can hurt SEO, but for things like product descriptions, there is little way to make your product stand out unless they are unique in one way or the other. Anyway, so these were the categories, and as I said, that's what I like about this particular prediction because it categorizes them. And you can think of other things you want to add and so forth, but these are perhaps the areas to focus on, and you will choose the ones that are more relevant to you.